If all you have is financial wealth, then you're not really wealthy because that means that you're only focused on money, assets, and investments, which is okay, but it doesn't make you an embodiment of wealth. You need to understand the other dimensions in order for you to truly be wealthy. Now, when we talk about the second one, we're talking about time wealth. That's the freedom to control how you spend your time. See, there are a lot of people who make a lot of money, but they don't have the time to enjoy the money because they have a high lifestyle that they've built for themselves. So they need to work hard, put in the time to make the money in order for them to maintain that lifestyle, but they're not truly enjoying that wealth. All right. So you need to be balanced. Number three, physical wealth, physical, mental, and emotional well being. What does that mean? In other words, you're taking care of your body, you're taking care of your mental faculty because it makes absolutely no sense to make a lot of money, to have a lot of time, but you don't have the health to enjoy it. Okay, so you must take care of your body in order for you to also be physically wealthy. Number four, social wealth, strong supportive relationships with family, friends, and community. All right, what does your relationship look like with your children? What does your relationship look like with your spouse, with your community? That is social wealth. You know, one of my mentors said that deeper. There are two things that will change your life: the books that you read and the people that you meet. So, in other words, you only need one meaningful relationship in order for your life to be changed forever. That's what it means to have social wealth. Number five is spiritual wealth, a sense of purpose, inner peace, and connection with the Creator. Now, here's one thing that I know: in every single human being, there is a void in the heart. Money cannot fill that void, fame cannot fill that void, right? Success cannot fill that void. Drugs, alcohol cannot fill that void. The only thing that can fill that void is relationship with God. All right? Because you were created for a purpose. And he knows your purpose. And until you begin to fulfill purpose, you will always lack what we call inner peace. So you got to focus on your spiritual wealth as well in order for you to be truly wealthy. Number six, knowledge and intellectual wealth, continuous education and learning. The more you learn, the more you earn. So you have to constantly evolve when it comes to what you're putting into your mind. The information that you knew years ago is no longer relevant today. Why? Because things are changing rapidly. All right. And then number seven is legacy wealth, your contribution to the world. Here's one thing that I know: it doesn't matter how wealthy you are, it doesn't matter how famous you are. The only thing that matters at the end of the day is, did you leave your footprint on this planet? That's what legacy wealth is. There are a lot of people who weren't financially wealthy before they left this planet. But guess what? They had legacy wealth. Meaning, if you mention their names today, they still command respect. That's what it means to leave your contribution to the world. So if you want to be an embodiment of wealth, you got to master the seven components or